No, we're good. And then Keri Wilson, Springfield. Yay! Wait. Before you go, Keri, is there anyone else that has not gotten a go? Because I screwed up a little. Okay, great.
I'm Keri Wilson, Stringfield.
Hi.
Hi, Keri.
Hi. I've had a guy with me since last night, and I was like, come back later. So he's a little, he feels to me to be a little bit shorter. I feel like he would have passed from some type of systemic disease, like high blood pressure, clogged arteries. I feel like he enjoyed to drink a little bit as well. He's making me feel like he was very much part of his own passing. In the effect that he didn't take care of himself. Didn't go running, didn't eat healthy, didn't do all these things. I also feel like he has a wife who I feel like is now also with him, but he brings her up because there's a lot of remorse with this man. He feels like, I feel like there's 5 children, 3 boys, 2 girls. And I feel like one of the boys basically just went off and did his own thing. You know, doesn't really return much. And I feel like the girls were left to care for their mother, who I also feel was really depressed because she spent so much time caring for this man. Does anybody understand this?
So can you just recap what you said for me?
Sure.
I have a man who died from a systemic process. I feel like he was in his 60s when he passed. I feel like it's funny. He gave me like the all in the family kind of thing. You know, like we lived in a house in like a suburban kind of thing outside the city. There was like a little gate, little chain link fence, and it was like an all in the family kind of thing. I even heard like the whole "Achie" thing, but
And is
yeah.
he still with you?
Yes.
Okay.
And he would come home and he would put his coat on a hook or whatever, and his wife would bring him a drink, and it was just kind of an everyday thing. Also, when we were in the labyrinth, he gave me a box, a copper box, and it looked like the boxes that are put in a wall before they put in an outlet. So that made me think that it was a trade. He was in a trade. Does anybody understand?
I'll go for it.
2 hands, 3
What do you
hands.
I
understand?
can take a
Stacey?
man in his 40s who died systemic. I'm not sure about that, who had a trade. And I could take like the family, but not necessarily the way you described it, but I could take a strong family.
Okay.
And this lady over here?
So I can take exactly how you described the house, the family, him coming home from work, hanging up his coat, wife bringing him a drink, she took care of everything in the household for a long time, and he was in his 50s.
Okay.
And
But he
then,
looked older, and he had a heart issue,
Nice
a
heart.
slow progressing
And was
heart
it like
issue.
an unhealthy life? Like he was
Yes.
maybe drinking a little bit, not
He
eating
did have a
healthy?
drinking problem, but that's not what the heart issue was from. It was from something from childhood.
Okay, all right. I do feel like there were many processes going on, you know, kind of together, like you get if you're just unhealthy,
Right.
you know, and then you're just not taking care of yourself.
no, he's out. Because he
Um,
was not drinking.
So,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep, you got something too?
Parts of it. Man, yes, but 70s, so this is different in age. And the systemic in terms of
Drinking?
casting.
He
Drinking?
had 5 children. The wife, he passed before the wife. The wife got very depressed.
5 children? No.
I'm
But-
not with the
but
heart.
I
children,
could take the 5.
No, I'm able to get those 3. Not
And the
the not the
drinking?
rest of it.
I feel like there's 5, there's 3 and there's 2.
So then I think you're down to 1 person left.
Okay. May I repeat? So, anyhow, the whole all in the family thing, I feel like his wife is really taking care of him and the children. I also want to say that with this, it's almost like when he comes home from work, he can be a little grouchy. So the mother's kind of like, all right, kids, go out and play, go out and play.
Would you understand that to be
Yes.
true? Thank you.
And so it was almost like a protection thing. So this man, the husband passes away, and the wife starts getting really depressed. Like, I feel like this is why he wants to come through. This is getting the message. I feel as if she wants to, you know, she has the kids, but they're a little bit older at that point, and she can't like take care of her husband, take care of her kids the way she used to, and that's depressing her. And I feel like he's already passed, and he's at the stance looking down, and he's like, I already did, you know, I did this stuff for my family, I tried to support them, but I didn't treat them well, you know? And he has a lot of remorse about that.
Just
So
one more thing.
So I feel like he wants to come through, and he wants to be like, I'm really sorry for the way that I was to you. You know, I just feel like it's sorry, you know? And he really, what also affected him was seeing how upset his wife was until her passing. So there's a lot of healing going on here, so. But he does come through as well.
Self-assessment?
Well, nervous.
Do you do platform work at all?
I've done 2 others.
Okay.
So I'm nervous, and I think that comes through shaky. I'd like to get my process down a little bit better, you know, and only bring through so many pieces of evidence before landing my lane. But this all kind of like downloaded, you know. So, yeah, other than that, I would like to be less nervous.
She's not beating herself up either, though, which is good.
I think too, I think confidence comes from really knowing your craft and practicing.
Yeah, definitely more.
So I think it'll just evolve. So, but I think you're comfortable enough standing your, you know, in your space up there. So, and I thought you brought through good information, you know, distinct little pieces. So.
And I think you started off kind of funny too, though. You just kind of broke the ice with yourself in the audience, so I think she's got a good presence. I almost took that, except for the drink. I think it was my grandfather who had 5 kids. It wasn't 3 and 2, though, in the chain link fence. And he passed from aneurysm, but not systemic. But she didn't. But she gave other. She didn't just say systemic. She said circulatory. In his 60s, my grandmother manic depressive after he passed away, and. But I'm like, so you gave it all. Then it was the drinking. I'm like, okay, I'm out. But with 5 kids, if you got one of the kids' name, boom. You know what I mean? That would have just been a. And when you're given off information, like, do you understand this? And here, you can still. It's kind of hard. Give me a name. And you're talking. Do you understand this? And you're listening. As you're listening, you can be in multiple places at the same time. You're talking to you. You're talking to them there. You're already working the next link of where you're going next. That's the fascination of we're doing this work.
Good.
Yeah, but other than that, no, she was smooth. She didn't stutter.
Really?
No, you didn't.
I didn't feel that way.
Now, you didn't come across, and you're going to get to see yourself. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wave high, wave high.
Good job, everybody.